couple of things. One, I don't know if anyone was paying attention, but I had to hammer that top end off. And if you look, that stuff bit hard. And the second thing is, if you look at that piston, you see that nice film? That's what I keep talking about when I start talking about 32-to-1 saws. And you can see there's sort of a sheen everywhere where there's just a little bit of oil coating everything. And I mean, I can do this 100 times and there's still going to be people who say, oh yeah, bullshit. Now, every time I pull one apart, you know, I see evidence of what I've been talking about for a decade. Now I'm going to clean this darn thing up. See, the good news about the 1184 is it bonds and sticks. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but I had to hammer on that cylinder to get it to come off of there, break the seal, because that 1184 bonds. You know, it's not just a sealer, but it's also an adhesive. So, boy, when they stick on good. Of course, that's the good news. The bad news is when you got to pull one of these things apart, the pain in the rear. Yeah. So there's a good 372 top end. You get the piston. I'll put them together and put them in the junk pile. Yeah, this is definitely a Walter build. No, I can tell it's one of my builds. I use those no-tab wrist pin clips, and I use a single ring piston. So this is a saw that I had done for somebody, obviously, because it has all the marks of one of my builds. It went out and came back. It's got the single ring 371 piston. It's got a no base gasket build, and it actually got traded in for a new saw, running fine, and I ended up for cheap because I was looking for a bottom end to build a big bore, and lo and behold, it's something that I probably built, I'm going to guess, probably 8-9 years ago, be my guess. So we're going to put a Oregon VersaCut bar. It's one of their new, it's not even a pro grade, it's their medium grade bar that has the aluminum sandwich, basically, where it has aluminum on the inside sandwich with steel. And it doesn't have a replaceable tip, and that's why it's not a pro bar, I guess. But it's got the 5 rivets, and they tell me that the sprocket should be pretty much the same as the other bars. So why not? And the fellow I'm building this for, this is kind of an experiment. And I got some RS laying around here. I don't know how good this chain is. Putting this on so I have something to push a little bit with. Basically, this is a 365, or makes no difference, 372 conversion to the XPW. And I did this once before, kind of a bolt by bolt last time. This time I'm just sort of letting it rip. And see how it holds up, both the saw and the bar.
haven't pinched it where this chain stopped, but that's the only time it stalls on me.
Yeah. Is it running better? A little better or same?
No, I think it's doing good.
I leaned out the 390 a little bit and just see what that does.
Okay.
Alright, so that's the 372 XPW build with basically 365 top cover and stuff like that. And it was on a set of 365 cases, so that's a hybrid of 365, 372 XPW. And that's one of the 385s we built a year ago. And he's been running it doing this now for the last year. Decided he wanted something a little bit smaller, so we built him that 365 with a 372 XPW top end. That's what that saw is. I think you saw me put it together in one of the videos. That's all hard maple?
Well, not all of it.
I got some ash in there, I can see that.
Yeah, there's hard maple, ash, and one cherry. And one of the ones I just did was a soft maple.
Okay.
Got the 372.
Alright. Yeah. Don't choke it. Don't choke it.
Okay.
Just pull it.
Pull it?
Yeah.
sharpen this weld, and I think I dragged it through too much mud.
Now I leaned that one out.
Okay, she's not stalling now.
Okay, that one I can pick the idle up, I think.
Okay. Well, this one's running good, but yeah, I'll sharpen up. I know that one needs to be sharpened. I gotta tighten the chain on this one a little.
Alright, so I'll go inside because I'm freezing. I used to plow those roads. It's funny watching from here.
Are you enjoying your retirement?
So I'm curious your thoughts of the 372 build versus the 390.
Well, I definitely like the weight of the 372 build. Obviously, I do believe it has less power than the big horse. But the less weight is very appealing to me.
I'm gonna turn that up a little more.
Okay. Oh, she's doing good.